welcome to Quantum Black, The Dark Tales. This will be a one-shot, separate from the Quantum Black Team Corvidae campaign, in which we see 4 new recruits or existing members of Quantum Black being sent on another exciting mission. So if you've all got a mission briefing, correct? Were we all able to listen to that?
Yes, it was understandably gobbled, but I caught the gist of it.
Yes, it was. I'm trying to see if I can play that from here. I don't know if I can without uploading it to Roll20. So over your individual communications, your computer or phone or whatever, however you receive it, you get kind of a garbled transmission notifying you that you are now being assigned to a new team, Team Larvae. Larvae is the name because if you succeed the mission, you might blossom into a new team, and if you do not, then it's then you're dead. So you're being assigned to Team Larvae and being sent to India, or formerly what was India. It's now called Bharat. And let's see. I want to go over really quick the character dossiers, because none of you have worked together on this specific team at this point. Some of you probably haven't even worked for Quantum Black at this point. But Agent Lynch, you have worked for Quantum Black. And what do we see as you are making your way overseas to meet up at the rendezvous point in India?
Agent Lynch is exactly what his token shows. A nice black vest, black suit pants. He does have a black suit jacket on, a nice formal tie, black sunglasses, kind of military cut hair, very short, but nicely kept. A very semi-big man. If you looked closely, you definitely see padded armor underneath his suit, and he has a side holster with a pistol on it.
Now, would you be taking making your own way on as your own, being a field agent, make your own way over there, or would you just try to hitch a ride with Quantum Black's cargo plane? You're being sent in on like a refitted UPS plane or something.
I think he will show up in the cargo plane to he would take what is provided by Quantum Black to show his quote unquote loyalty to the company.
Okay, sure. So you are boarding this. By all the looks of it, it's just like a cargo plane carrying, packages and stuff like that being sent overseas. And so you are aboard the plane. Next, we see Phoenix.
As good a guess to the sounding as I can. I looked up a Greek name. He is half Greek, half American. He would be arriving at the cargo plane, being escorted by probably 2 U.S. Marshals in handcuffs from Guantanamo or some other maximum security prison. Only probably being removed from cuffs after being handed off to the Quantum Black agents.
Okay. So this group of security escorts you into the back airfield, and you're loaded up, probably still in cuffs up to the point that you actually board the plane, and then they whisper one last cautionary warning into your ears as they uncuff you and release you into the team. Let's go down to May. Who do we see?
Hello, I am May. I am just brown-haired chick, Yeah. I am curious about things that I've heard about in stories from my family. Um, I just look like a regular civilian, holding a book. I look more at place in like a school library or a library than I do out here. And I kind of feel out of place because this is definitely outside of my comfort zone, but I'm curious, so I want to be part of this.
Yeah. As this unmarked sedan kind of pulls up beside the plane, before you exit, the agent who's driven you here on your first assignment just issues you a word of encouragement that this is not your everyday experience you're about to go on. Quantum Black is, well, you're gonna see some of the more dangerous sides of the world and the occult.
I did hear that.
Well, are you armed?
I mean, I look at my hands.
He reaches into his vest and produces a mid-sized 9mm pistol. Kind of unclips his shoulder holster on his vest and just gives you the whole thing. He's like, "You're going to a different country, but that's not the dangerous part. The dangerous part will be your missions, and be wary of your compatriots as well. They're all on a tight leash, I assure you. Your job is to do what you do best." The dossier says you're very experienced with magical... Well, just be careful. Take this. And the shoulder holster is probably a little bit big for you, but it can be sized to you on the plane. And he opens the door, and you see the plane ahead.
I say thank you. And I walk out towards the plane.
Okay. Now, somebody is already on the plane, but even before Agent Lynch gets there. And so, Agent Lynch, Phoenix, or do you prefer? We want to pronounce it Phoenix or Phoenix?
Apparently it sounds like. I mean, if it's that, yeah, I looked it up in Greek. If it sound, Phoenix probably sounds more normal in human conversation.
That's true. So, Phoenix. So, in the back of the plane, I don't know, what do we see? Is this a crate? Go ahead and introduce your character, Todd.
Sitting already in the cargo plane is a very hulking, but like how do you explain that? Kind of like a hunch to them. Like you could tell that if they were able to like stand up straight like a normal person, that they would probably be rather tall, but they come off around the height of like an average like 5'11" person because they're so like crunched down and wide shouldered. Just this beastly humanoid in like makeshift flak armor, like lightly modified to even fit this hulk of a person, with like taggard, dirty robes and like makeshift like flak gas mask, sitting with like a riot shield and a pickaxe that looks like it would be like a little bit difficult for your average person to be able to pick up with two hands. Written both on the flak armor along the mask and along the riot shield in bold letters are the identification numbers of MM-14/B.
So,
does it look friendly?
I mean, everyone has their own idea of what friendly is.
It looks friendly.
So, May, you have studied all sorts of occult books, and you've got your own experiences with magic, but seeing this creature for the first time, how human do you look? For just a first look, because you're in armor and stuff like that.
I would look decently human in all of my gear, as the majority of some of it is literally to kind of cover him up a bit.
Can I roll academics with a bonus from supernatural lore to kind of guess what if it is human? Because now that you're saying that, I'm wondering if
it would just be supernatural lore, period.
Okay.
You wouldn't have any academics, anything to help with that.
I'll just
I
roll
guess
that.
maybe physiology.
He looks human. He looks friendly too.
Yeah, it must be bulky armor. Maybe, I mean, in this modern day and age, maybe it's like powered armor, exosuit. He's very big. The other person that you notice is this almost ex-convict guy. What is Phoenix wearing now? You've got issued gear and stuff that you've had.
I assume
here.
his gear would be on the plane. He's probably
Yeah.
still wearing a prison jumpsuit.
Okay. And would you be unhandcuffed, or would that be up to Agent Lynch, who's our team officer?
I imagine that. Oh, I guess it would be up to him. But I thought you said that he was on half as he boarded the plane. But up to Lynch.
If Lynch was the deciding factor, he would be unhandcuffed, but definitely make the point to keep weapons in a separate crate.
Okay. So you all see, you can like make eye contact together, and Agent Lynch, you are the superior officer, being a higher ranking Quantum Black operative, and so looking through your black sunglasses at your squad of this unique making of a I will let you guys I won't describe everybody, but the plane begins to take off as you look at your team before you.
How close are we to each other? Like within talking distance?
Yeah,
Or are we...
the plane is filled with like racks of boxes and packages, and it is day. I think by the time you land, it's probably
Because I was gonna lean over to Phoenix, and it looks like Phoenix, and ask, "Do you hear voices? Did they tell you to do bad things?" Because like I don't know like why he was in there.
Well, you, my dear, I'll hear voices.
In your head, May, you hear just, "That one's bad. That one's bad."
I see. Responding to one of the voices, either him or the one in my head.
I guess occasionally, I guess you can occasionally hear burn, burn.
You feel the
He constantly has that Johnny Cash song on repeat in his head.
What's a nice librarian doing going to the pits of hell?
Purely for study.
Oh, so you can write a book on hell.
Well, confirm whether the one I have is right or not.
At this point, the plane is taking off.
You know, there's a very good chance we are not coming back from this.
I don't feel procreation is necessary yet. If I die, it's okay.
So
Hey, so you're the G-man in charge. I understand I can't get my weapons yet, but is there a place I can change at least?
Just cold and just staring at you.
So
Gonna have to wait till we land.
the flight's fairly long, and so we're going to kind of fast forward most of it. Apart from any briefing that Mission Control sends over. So, as a recap for what the mission is, Quantum Black's been keeping tabs on the crime syndicates worldwide, and the Lal Kanjar syndicate, which is based out of Bengaluru, is also known as the Red Dagger. They have given a very large donation, which is also something that Quantum Block tries to keep track of, to a cult that's over in India. The cult is the Sona sect. Because of this, or following this donation and their proceedings in the city, there are now the beginnings of supernatural anomalies. Probably because they are trying to construct and do something with a golden idol. So that is your upcoming mission as you begin to descend down into the new country.
Did I know any of this before we started off on this particular flight, or are we getting a briefing on the plane?
You're getting this information on the plane. When May was first recruited, it was more like, hey, you wanna do something with Quantum Black and learn more about magic? Or do stuff
Hey kid,
with magic?
you want to do some drugs?
I assume that my family and QB have probably worked together before.
That
Can
makes sense. Sure.
Can I roll either academics or supernatural lore to maybe get more information on what could possibly be going on? I have 5 in both, I believe. Nope, I have 7 in academics, but I have a 5 in supernatural lore.
So, what would you be doing academically that would help with the role?
Basically, like in all of my studies, would I have heard anything having to do with gold statues? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot.
I'd say that's more supernatural lore. Check.
Okay. Because you were saying it was a cult that was doing it, you know.
Yeah.
Can I get a bonus since I do have such a high number in the other one?
Sure, you can take the +2.
Sweet. Yeah, I don't know.
You're not so familiar with the Indian cult stuff. You've seen Indiana Jones. Maybe they're a golden idol mixing with Temple of Doom.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, I did give it a style point for that because that was funny. So, on the flight, is there anything that you wish to discuss amongst yourselves? Otherwise, you will land and be sent directly to a location which Green was able to get for you.
Maybe I would ask Phoenix. I assume since you'll hear people telling you to burn things, that you're good at doing that.
Lady, I was, how is it? No, going back, it's like, there've been 16 counts of arson. Oh wait, is it 17? No, I think that number set still seems low.
But you got caught. I see. Can I look at the... Not overly impressed that he got caught when he was doing arson. I look at the other person and I ask, what do you do? Todd.
I was like, who's the other person?
Yeah, no,
I didn't think that you could possibly mean me.
I rolled really low on that, so I think you're a person.
Fair enough. You just get like this, like, back, a little bit of a grumble.
Do the voices interpret that for me?
This one's bad. This one's bad. Stay away from this one.
I see.
I wouldn't be here if I wasn't good at my job. You need something blown up or burnt down, I'm your man.
Try not to get caught. That would be bad.
MM14B smells the air and wonders why it smells charcoal.
I assume you're good at shooting things. I look at the agent. Lynch. Any other expertise?
You could say something like that.
Agent Lynch. As you answer that, you see an email pop up on your tablet. It's from Green from Requisitions. There's an information update that he's managed to discover the location of the entrance to where the cultists' lair is. They are using a jewelry store as kind of a front, and he believes the entrance to be into the catacombs where their ritual area is directly below it. And he has managed to get you an unmarked or utility van looking truck that you can go and park outside for it, but he was unable to actually find a safe house directly within the immediate vicinity. That you have a designated safe house apartment that he was acquired for you if you wanted to go there and stage once you land, but he gives you the location for where the jewelry store and the Sona sect crypts are.
While still reading it, still just, looking around, Lynch says, well, now that this introductory baby talk is done, let's move on to more grown-up matters. We got ourselves some entrance.
What are we going to be doing with the cultists? Killing on sight? Freezing them? Holding them still? Making them pass out?
The only good cultist is one who can't get back up.
That's terrifying.
I wasn't recruited for a stealth mission, honey.
Okay.
But if that idol doesn't leave here in Mr. Lynch's hands, my orders are to blow it up.
Ah, collect.
The plane lands, and you'll need to decide if you want to go to the safe house or go directly to, in the unmarked van to go look at the jewelry shop.
Lynch is a immediate man of action. The second landing is done, if the vehicle is anywhere nearby, he's getting it.
Okay. You are now in Bengaluru. So, you're in the van. You want to you're all kind of have your gear at this point as well. So, Phoenix, if you're equipped with your flamethrower, what does it look like once you've got everything on?
Once you would be allowed to get to it, he'd probably open up this case of a large flamethrower. I picture it bigger than what's in his hand too. I had a different token that didn't quite look quite like, but a big two-headed monstrosity of a thing. He'll list off this something serial number, dragon, top of the line military grade flamethrower. Oh baby, if I had one of these in my last stop. That's amazing. I had I duct taped an AK-47 and a Firefly together.
Do we have any sort of body armor for this type of mission, or is it just kind of going in?
For May, you would find that there is a concealable vest aboard the stash if you wish to wear one.
Okay.
That's three
Body
armor.
I have been told body armor is part of the kit that was provided to him. And
Yeah, you requested the 4, which is more a very obvious combat.
Is ours a 3 or a 4?
Unless you want to actually wear body armor, which would interfere with magic, it'd be 3.
Yeah, the 3's fine.
Think of that like one of those like Velcro plate carrier vest things that goes over you. Probably a little bit higher tech than that actually, but.
Mr. Lynch, what have we got for what we got for demolitions? D4, Greek fire, napalm, dynamite.
Pick your favorite. Open the crate. It's yours.
Oh, I love. Well, you know, I love the smell of napalm, but picking out the idol, C4, dynamite's a little bit less controlled. He looked through the crate. I assume I'm not allowed to start strapping that on quite yet.
You can, to some extent. I don't know if they'd actually have dynamite. I feel like they'd be more like having shaped charges or grenades. Agent Lynch, are you going just straight to the jewelry shop?
Agent Lynch, he would be driving, and as Phoenix is looking through the different explosives, Lynch would say in that same cold manner, if the idol doesn't leave in my hands, you have orders to level it and anything surrounding it, be it the various blocks around the building or more.
That was the plan.
Those are orders.
Either you leave that idol, or the whole building's going down.
The voices are telling me the building will probably fall either way.
The building will fall. The building will fall. Okay, so you drive up to just kind of a business lane. There's a row of different shops, and there's one shop that's a jewelry store, and it looks to be closed up, and you can see there's 2 guys just sitting outside by the stairs leading up to the main entrance, just smoking, lounging around.
Never burnt down a jewelry store before.
Can I cause them to pass out?
How do you wish to do this?
Magic. Sleep. Where is it? Do you want me to send you the spell?
If you have it, Discord it to me, yes.
Can I spend a style point to affix a silencer to my pistol?
You can, yes.
At any point in the car ride, would Agent Lynch have, like, pulled out his phone and started typing anything or replying to a message or anything like that?
If anyone was messaging him, likely. Otherwise, it would have been a silent car trip from him.
Alright. Would you say that anyone would have messaged him during this time?
Like if Green was sending him information, he definitely would have. If anyone from Quantum Black was messaging him, he would have opened his phone.
Green probably would have sent you like the address and other stuff too. So yeah, you can have gotten a couple alerts from that.
If at any time you had did that, MM14B would have like pointed at your phone and then like reached their hand out like they're asking to use it for a second.
Lynch, and I know I'm gonna be blowing through my style points here. Lynch sees you handing out your hand. Can I style point to reach into my pocket, pull out a burner, and put it in his hand?
Sure. Don't spend a style point for that, because I wouldn't give you a style point for doing that. So just
Perfect.
it's a wash.
All right. So upon being handed the burner, he would look at it and then like hand it back and like be confused, like how to like open it, right? Like how to unlock it, essentially.
Lynch looks back, kind of stares a little bit from behind his sunglasses, and if May is in the back seat,
I'm making these people fall asleep across the road. I'm not paying attention.
what are you doing it from the car? If you're still in if you're still in the van, he just tosses the burner towards you and just says, "Kid, teach him how to use this." And he kind of just sighs a little bit.
Okay. For May, roll the ritual magic check.
Do 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 do. I need to just put ritual magic in bold so I always see it very easily, because I have a feeling it's going to be what I do mostly.
Okay.
How do I make that bold? That was really bad, but not enough to fail.
So it looks like it's an opposed roll versus their willpower.
Mm-hmm. Go to
Do
sleep.
you have to do them both at the same time, or is it two separate rolls?
Do you want me to? How do you want me to do it?
I think it's a singular victim. So what
Okay.
what does Agent Lynch see as you're casting? What does your magic look like?
I'm just singing a gentle breeze from Hushabye. You guys think I'm just a crazy lady singing lullabies in the back seat.
One of the guards kind of like drops down to the ground. The other like goes to his side and is like trying to check him, and then a phone gets thrown at you. May.
And I wasn't paying attention, so I just I kind of open it as I hand it to the person next to me. And I would do another ritual magic to make the other person go to sleep, if at all possible. How are you doing that, actually?
He is alerted, so I'm going to give him a bonus.
Okay.
So you pass the phone to MM14B after unlocking it.
Oh, that was really awful. I've been doing really bad. Okay. Ooh. I think we might need to deal with him.
So MM14B, what do you do with the phone?
He takes the phone. If it's like open, like unlocked, he'll essentially start typing a message. That's a crude message that essentially says, "I'll wait in car. Like if need, let me know." And then like he hands it back to the agent.
Okay. Outside, this guy kind of shakes his head, grabs his head with both hands, one of which is holding a pistol, and then he kind of like jumps over the railing to the stairs and tries to take cover behind it and look around. Agent Lynch, I'm gonna have you roll a stealth check, being the driver of the vehicle.
I do not have stealth.
Let me see.
Can I make him
character
fall
sheet.
asleep again?
In a moment, probably.
Cool.
Why do I not see your character sheet? So, Agent Lynch. So you do not have you would have a 3 in stealth because it's a 0 level.
Oh, okay. So stealth.
Okay. He sees your van, and I need everybody to roll initiative. Wait, where's the new initiative? Oh no.
It's underneath the measure tool.
Turn order. There we go. Thank you.
I select my token.
May, what is your dexterity?
My dexterity, I believe, is a 3.
Okay. You get to go first.
Okay. At this point, I sing again. And this time it's go to and yeah. Anyway.
Okay. So did you roll another check?
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. He looks like he's about to take a shot at the car, which would be... I'm imagining that Agent Lynch and May are in the front 2 seats, Lynch driving, and then Phoenix and MM14 are like in the back of this utility van. So there's not even...
You said I was in the back?
No, in the front. Sorry, the passenger
Oh,
seat.
okay.
And then there is like no actual back seat. It's like a utility van. So there's like tools and stuff, and the two of you are just like holding onto the roof rack type thing in the back. But this guard like points his gun towards you, and then May knocks him out, and he collapses to the ground.
Can I do a quick perception, or if unless we're still in combat?
We'll keep this initiative run, but no, you can do a perception now.
Yeah, I'm just looking for civilians around. If it's dark out, or if there's other people around.
So if it was a 17-hour flight, that would be almost the entirety of the nighttime. So it would be daytime again. It'd be morning. To perception, you do see there is it's a lightly busy street. There's nobody like in the immediate vicinity of this building or the next, but like further down there's some cars and there's some pedestrians at the next intersection and stuff. It's not like a back alley or anything.
Okay. I don't know if that exactly changes what Agent Lynch is gonna do. Because he is going to say, time to play our cards. He's gonna get out of the van, and he's just gonna walk up to both of the sleeping guards and headshot them both.
2 kills. So you have the van parked across the street. You're on foot.
And it's very like T-1000 Terminator. He gets out of van and just like this threatening walk to the other side of the street as he unholsters his pistol and just pop.
May, have you ever seen someone get shot like that before?
Especially in like such cold blood.
Maybe.
I'm gonna have you roll a sanity check.
Okay. Boop-a-doo.
The voices in your head say, "This one's bad too. You're surrounded by bad people. You're all bad."
I know I'm a bad person. It's okay though.
You say that out loud?
Probably.
Okay. What do you all do?
Are you sure you want to stay in the car? The voices say it's going to be very interesting inside. Sometimes I just blame the voices on things that they don't say as well.
Are we still in initiative order or not?
No, I removed initiative. I'm gonna keep that so we don't have to roll again though next time.
I get out of the back. I don't stray to go too far because it's still a civilian area, and he's managed to be stealthy. I do get out, and with the dragon flamethrower in hit the 2 hands and like a lighter spark it to life. I don't know if it may have a built-in lighter, but spark it to life, but stay near the back of the van.
I walk towards the door where the people were just executed, and
Okay.
I go to check the door.
Okay, the door is locked. It looks like there's an active alarm system, and looks to be empty inside.
Can I tell the alarm system to deactivate? Deactivate.
You can tell it that, but it doesn't do anything.
Can I magic it to deactivate?
You want to press the buttons or cut the wires, or what do you want to do? How do you want to try to deactivate the alarm with magic?
I want to.
It's a keypad on the inside.
I want to use the force to make it turn off.
Okay, you can use a ritual magic check, and then tell me what you're doing with that ritual magic tech.
Okay. Basically, I want the magic to run into the electronics and cause it to deactivate. I don't know if I have a better explanation than that at the moment, but that's what I'm doing.
You're trying to force crush it, like in Star Wars, force crush a control panel.
Yeah, force turn off.
Crush or superheat the motherboard or something?
Yeah.
Okay. It begins to smoke from the panel for a moment, and then you hear the alarms on the inside start blaring. Wah, 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 wah. And there's metal cages that kind of roll over all of the desk stations on the inside.
Well,
noticeable from across the street.
Can I tell the alarms to turn off now? Can I just melt all of them?
Do you want?
I think as alarms start going off and everything starts happening, Lynch, getting the vibes from May off the rip, he goes, and I hope you'll get this reference considering it's a very obvious one. Agent Lynch just says, "Way to go, Alice." And he looks across the street and says, "Phoenix, you're up. Bring the explosives."
So, yeah, at this point, subtlety is blown. MM14B will come out of the van and start hustling towards the door. If we were in a turn order, I would be using my move plus move. So I would be moving 12 squares.
Okay, so you're super fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am also moving over there. I'm being a little more watchful for snipers on the roof or threats as I'm moving, but moving towards the door.
Can everyone roll stealth for me?
I can certainly roll my basic stealth, but I'm not a subtle man.
I just caused the alarms to go off, so
I don't think
all around.
I don't think it matters, but I will blow a style point since I just have a spare. Only because I think it's funny.
Out of everybody, the mole man is actually the most stealthy. The people, there's nobody snipers on the roof. There's nobody running at you, but you can see that from the both intersections before and after. There's people looking over in your direction as this alarm you can hear a couple blocks away easy. The wah, 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 wah. It continues to go off.
Can I take the blunt end of my pickaxe to the door?
You may. It's a glass door. I would not even make you roll if you wanted to shatter the glass.
I'm going more for the metal frame right in between.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack then.
Okay. 6.
You break the frame of the door, so the latch is completely pulled out from the door, and you can swing it open.
He'll swing it open with his riot shield up and start walking in.
Okay. So as you enter in, I'll put you up here. You can roll perception. And then for everyone still outside, what do you wish to do?
Lynch would probably be close behind. The second entrance is opened, he's there with his pistol.
Okay.
Before he can step in with my perception, I will take a deep breath, really smelling the air around me. Okay, well,
Okay.
that at least helped.
You know, I should probably roll a stealth really quick. I've got 2.
We were wanting to go in and turn the alarm.
You do not smell anything.
I am moving inside too when I get there, but he is not moving as quickly as the others.
Okay. So Agent Lynch right behind you, behind him, and then May, are you taking up the rear, or are you trying to jump into right away?
I guess I'll take up the rear.
Okay.
I'll look around as I'm letting them go in. Can I roll a perception?
Yeah, and Agent Lynch and Phoenix, you can also roll perceptions.
Ooh, shiny.
Okay. So May, you can hear coming from the back room a door unlatching.
I think people are coming from over there.
Okay, and then May, you have the first go.
Can I turn the alarms off? They're very annoying.
All right, you see the smoking keypad where the alarm code would be entered in. What do you wish to do?
It didn't work before?
No, you fried it.
Obviously not.
The voices in your head shout, "So loud! Make it stop! Make it stop! Too loud!"
Okay, well, if I don't actually make it stop, I want a dome of silence around me so I can't.
Okay, you can do a ritual magic check. I don't...
Okay.
Is this one of the spells that you want in your grimoire?
Not necessarily, but it could be. Who knows?
Then just it'd be freeform magic. So roll a ritual magic check.
With a +2?
No.
No, with a +2.
Okay, so you begin to start a ritual incantation for this. It does not succeed yet, but you can carry on the ritual the next turn as well if you wish to carry it on and create the Dome of Silence.
Would it work for this whole room or with just me?
Depends on how many successes you want to keep building.
People are gonna come soon.
MM14B. I'm going to start calling you M&M.
That's funny. Wait, is it my turn?
Yes.
MM continues into the room and essentially starts looking for the next logical entrance to be cleared or breached.
So without rolling, you can see that there is a back doorway in the back of the room there, and that's the one that is currently being unlocked and unlatched from the inside. If you wish to roll a perception or investigation, depending on what you're trying to look for. If it's just entrances, then you get this back door for free.
Okay. Investigation, why not? Meh.
The heightened senses that you have are being dulled by these alarm klaxons going off.
Right. All the different minerals in the jewelry store. Okay. So I still get that door for free, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll start heading towards that door.
Okay. Do you want to be on the opposite side or a couple spaces away? It's kind of free form on the map, so...
Right. Just essentially ahead of the team trying to put themselves between the door and them, just in case, like, the team doesn't want to clear that room yet. And also, if anything comes in, he's kind of more at like a, like guarding position.
Okay, got it. Phoenix?
Entering into the room, the alarm is going off. He obviously knowing it's gonna attract attention, but firing a flamethrower at it at this point would be a bad idea. So he will let the flamethrower drop to his shoulder strap, and it's just dangling from his shoulder, and he will pull out his sidearm, the Glock, and look for where the speakers are, and just start systematically shooting the speakers.
Okay, go ahead and roll a single attack to represent you just shooting all the horns. Okay, yeah.
I don't know if that. Yeah, that's set up right. Yeah, that is set up right.
Okay, yeah. There's bang, 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 and then the horns die one by one as the Glock sounds off multiple times. Agent Lynch? Oh, Phoenix, where did you want to be in the room? If you imagine there's kind of like all these different desks around, and then there's that column, and then the door right behind it where MM14 is.
I want to end up near the column because his next action is probably going to be planting an explosive on that column.
Okay. Agent Lynch.
If there is the back door, like you said, he is, whether he knows someone's there or not, Lynch would be moving towards it with his pistol raised, essentially aiming towards it. Yeah, as he moves closer towards it, pistol out, just clearing the building.
Okay, and then again, all of the counters have bars that have raised down over them, so you can't jump over the counters or anything. So the doors get swung open. There's one guard doing the swinging. So he clears the way, and then there's two other guys which are on the kind of kneeling down, and as soon as it's open, they full auto shoot into the first thing that they see, which is MM14. So I need you to roll a defense.
I get my +2 because I have my right shield up, right?
Yes.
Excellent. 4.
Okay, and this is a full auto total attack, so it's +3. So you take 4 rounds, kind of puncture through, hitting various points in your armor. Then, are you still up?
Yep.
The second guard is also doing it. He's not full autoing though, because he doesn't want to empty his full mag, but he does take a couple shots, semi-auto, and this will be at a -2 for you.
Okay. So that would just negate my riot shield.
Okay. And what happens as these extra rounds? Are they just hitting the shield and like deflecting off?
Yeah, they're like more hitting into the like flak armor and like dissipating or like ricocheting off of like, cracking the riot shield and whatnot.
Yeah, the displaced bullets, like some of them hit the glass counters and shatter, and there's just gunfire smoke from the gunpowder, and then the alarms have stopped, but it's still plenty loud with the machine guns. I will also remind everybody you can spend 2 style points to negate 1 wound point damage if you wish. May, do you wish to continue your silence spell?
No, because he made the loud noises go away. Now it's other people making the noises. So I would like to harm them into stopping.
Okay, that's a style point. How do you wish to harm them? Describe your attack, your magical attack.
Gosh, how did Mary do it? Go to sleep, permanently. Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack, which will
And
be with plus
just-
2 because of your
Yeah.
grimoire.
That was an awful roll, but it's not against their defense, it's against
Their body,
their-
right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Are you doing the door guy, full auto guy, or the semi-auto guy?
The loudest person in the room.
The full auto guy takes a point. What happens to him?
Basically he just starts bleeding, like he got scratched internally. Like there's some blood coming out his mouth for no particular reason. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put this on because you guys are murdering people. MM.
Would 6 movement get me into striking range?
Easily.
Okay, yeah, he would move up, keeping, like, the riot shield up and just, like, swing the pickaxe down at one of them.
Okay. Are you doing which guy? Door guy, full auto, or semi-auto guy?
He has an intelligence of 3, so I think he would be smart enough to go, okay, the guy that dumped his entire clip into my chest needs to reload, so he's not as much of a priority. So yeah, he's gonna go for the guy that still has ammo in the clip.
Okay.
So,
Left,
middle
right.
guy?
Yeah, middle guy is
Left.
full auto.
Left.
Left guy. Okay, door guy. So you go up to him, and he's got a lowered rifle, but as you come up to him, you can make your attack.
Phase. Oof.
Ooh. He tries to close the door just in time for the pickaxe to like bury inches away from his face, and he screams.
Yeah, indeed.
So move and attack. Actually, really, you'd be in melee range already with the way that it was, so I should have given them a -1 on their attack. Whoops. Phoenix.
Alright, it's time to light him up. He will take the two-handed flamethrower back up off from the shoulder strap, pointed at, I'm thinking the center guy, but he looks like he's already hurt. But no, center guy probably would be the least likely to hit structure behind. And at this point, we don't want to take down the entire building. We don't have the idol yet. So he'll light him up with a stream of napalm.
And this has a
50-foot range
50
from
foot
the dragon.
It doesn't have a radius. No, it just
not
has
that
like
I saw, but there were 2 asterisks.
yeah. So that lights them on fire. Okay.
So I didn't know what the asterisks meant.
It looks like it lights them on fire. I was thinking that might mean that they are immobilized, but or like it's radius. Go ahead and roll your attack. Are you shooting at the middle guy or the right guy?
The middle guy, in case it spreads a little. And the wall, because there's probably not wall directly behind him, it's probably the open door.
Yeah, hallway behind him. All right, you immolate him, and he screams and shouts, drops his empty rifle, and flails. He dies in horrible screams, trying to douse himself on the floor until he just stops moving.
Yeah, in hell, motherfucker. I don't know. Do we need to keep this PG or not?
I don't care about
I don't
swearing.
think Quantum Black will ever be PG.
Because
I
you
know
just
you're-
light him on fire.
I know you're recording, so
Okay. Yeah, he's down. Agent Lynch.
Lynch will look at the will try and get positioning on the guy who was burst firing.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
he's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though he's majorly distracted by the napalm covering his friend.
And Lynch will try and pop into that guy, try and fire his pistol.
Okay. Are you doing a total attack?
Let's see. I think he would. I think he would just fire it into him.
Okay. I
Actually,
think
no.
from memory.
Yeah, I know it's pinned. There's one. Let's see. Total attack. And then there's auto fire. Most firearms can be fired accurately once or twice per combat turn. My weapon is my pistol is semi-auto.
So I think it would just be getting the +2 attack.
Yes.
Now this guy has
So
not been shot yet.
Do that.
Okay. So you hit him solidly once in the shoulder and once right next to it, but in the vest. He staggers but is not down.
Okay. And if there's movement left, firing, could I, if there's a, one of these jewelry counters between us, could I just duck under one?
The bars are on them, but you can duck on the hallway side. Like you just use that for cover. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like duck
Yeah.
underneath one.
Yeah, you're fine. So you get a +2, or I think if it's full cover, if you're all the way down, then it's +4.
He's just crouching down behind.
Okay. The one guy that you just shot starts running down the hallway, and the other guy tries to close the door and starts shouting in what? Hindi? Indian? Whatever language that would be. Hindi, I think. So MM14, make an opposed strength check as he tries to close the door on you.
Just raw strength.
Actually, athletics if you have it.
Okay.
If not, then raw strength.
Athletics. I do have athletics. Where is that? Okay.
Okay. Wait, that's not right. I have to re-roll that.
I will throw a style point into this.
You might not need to.
Oh, well, I already did, so might as well.
Okay. Yeah, he's trying to close the door on you, but you're just put your riot shield down in the way and it blocks it. That's his action. He will take his movement and start trying to run down the hall as well, but he can't round the corner because his friend is blocking it.
I thought I went before them.
Oh, he was at the top of the turn order. You're right, you would have gone first.
Were they still being loud? Somebody was yelling. He needs to go. Good night.
Yeah, the one that was running first.
Okay. Can I do that to him? You know, the part where he goes to sleep permanently.
Okay. Permanently? So harm?
Yep. There you go. Good night.
That is enough to, you cut his throat with a magical blade as he's running?
His internal organs just completely give out on themselves and just stop working, including his brain.
Okay. So yeah, he just starts to run down the hallway trying to get away from the flamethrower and just drops to the ground in the middle, seizing up. The guy who tries to block the door just stumbles over his body and leaves him behind, and he would get basically almost to the corner. Then it'd be MM14B.
Is there still the guy behind the door?
He's running away, so he gave up on trying to close it, and so he's basically one move away from you if you wanted to chase him or do whatever you need to.
Yeah, he'll push the door open with the shield since it's not fully shut. and like run through and try and like cleave them in the back with the pickaxe.
Okay, go ahead. Ooh, that's 1 damage to him.
Yeah, it like scrapes through the back of his shirt.
It's like, Phoenix.
Oh, that guy's being mauled to death by a pickaxe. I think I have the opportunity to place explosive charge in that pillar.
Okay, so roll demolitions.
And this would be some kind of, well, definitely some kind of napalm charge, because on the way out, blowing the fire would spread, and there would probably be some kind of incendiary charge for the way out.
Okay. And are you just doing this on remote detonation or timer?
Like a finger switch type thing.
Okay.
Ooh,
So
that didn't roll very well.
That's most of the night.
Okay, well, you got the charge set. If you want, you can try to add more successes to it, or just leave it as is. You know it will go off.
But that's probably my entire turn, right?
Yeah, move in set charge. Agent Lynch.
Alright, sorry, I was away from my computer for something real quick. What happened between...
The guard is, there's one surviving guard running down the hallway. He rounded a corner, and MM14 is hot on his tails with a pickaxe in his back, but he's not dead.
Alright, I will start following. I'm not running. He's very much just walking at a normal pace. He will follow the guard and MM with his 5 move, wherever that takes him, if he's visible. The guard's visible or not, but he is following.
Okay. Do you... If you get line of sight, would you want to take a shot?
If line of sight was there, he would take a shot.
Okay, there MM's in the way, but you could try to do it anyways.
You know, the funny thing, Lynch doesn't care.
Okay.
Lynch sees someone that could possibly spill the beans, and you know, the shot's worth it. He'll take it.
Okay.
I'll throw a style point in that.
Second attack penalty is reduced by cover bonus, so he has a flat defense, and you're using 1 style. Okay.
Here's my Glock. 3.
Okay. Funny enough, it ricochets off the inside of the riot shield and just like scratches the inside of the glass. So that's a move and an attack. So May, it'd be your turn.
Can I just look at the glass of the building and roll for premonition to try to find where this gold statue would be?
Yes. I think you just sent it to me. Is that the...
I did. That's the spell.
So use this as a ritual magic. So make a ritual magic. And this, I think this would be something in your grimoire, or no?
It is, yeah. Anytime I copy and paste, it's going to be for my grimoire.
That's what I figured. Okay. 9 successes. So for you, everything, the gunshots, the screams, the fire of the burning corpse in the hallway, and probably the walls on fire too from the napalm spray, all of that commotion just kind of quiets out as just you close your eyes for a second, and the voices in your head just get louder and louder as you try to prophesy, like prophetically sense where the target is that you're looking for, this gold idol. There's many gold items in this store. There's jewelry, there's necklaces, there's bracelets, there's all kinds of materials. You know that in one of the safes, like the large safe box room, somewhere within this building on the first floor, further down that hallway, there's a lot of gold ingots, a lot of gold coins, a lot of gold items. But none of this is the statue that you're looking for. Then you sense further down, underneath, way below the building, in a series of tunnels, there's more gold and artifacts and items, and down at the edge of a series of trails and tunnels is the idol, in like with an eye, and it's kind of like a throne room.
Does it give me like any other people along the way, or just the metal that I'm sensing?
I'm ruling it that you're like picking up a lot of the gold items and stuff. So that
I was looking for magic specifically, but gold, I guess. Couldn't conduct magic.
within the I'll call it the throne room or the temple room maybe, and in the passageways before, you can sense that there are magic. There's magic in process. The arcane power is at work actively.
I look up around and I say, I think we need to go downstairs. And I point the direction towards where the way to get downstairs would be.
You point down at this largely tiled floor. Pearly white in this section. That's your turn. Bad guy's turn. He is going to try to turn and get off me to MM14, but he's going to click his AK-47 to full auto and try to mag dump into him, even shooting at the shield to just hope that many rounds is going to break through it. He'll take a -1 for being point blank, but he's got a +3 for full auto, which is a net +2. And please roll your defense. Wait, what happened? Why did this? Oh, because I rolled his firearms. Sorry, that's the wrong thing. I'm supposed to roll the combat section. I haven't updated all of their sheets with everything yet. So that is 3 damage as it punctures through the riot shield a little bit, where the glass finally gives way and some rounds make it through.
He lets out like this wretched scream as he falls to the ground.
He probably also like falls to the ground in shock, but then tries to scurry away. Are you dead?
Yes, I am dead. I'm
How
at 0.
dead? Oh, 0?
0.
You're fine. You're fine. Just wait.
So you are dying. You're actually not even unconscious specifically at 0. You can do one action, a move, or an attack, or you can do both and still like take extra damage and stuff. Under 0 health, though, you are not technically dead. But he does try to like crawl away. And then it'd be MM14.
So I can still do a attack?
You can do an action or a move.
Okay, so an action would be like an attack, right?
Correct.
Could I attempt a brawl off of my pickaxe to try to like hook him with my pickaxe and bring him to the ground?
He's already moved away, so he's a movement away from you.
Okay, so I couldn't do that. MM will continue to move towards him.
So just one glove on the ground, pull. One glove on the ground, pull. And just climb across the floor after him.
Yeah, like fucking snarling the entire time.
Okay, that's a style point. That's pretty awesome. Okay. Phoenix.
The fire from my first attack. Are the walls and is this whole place in danger of going up in flames right now?
Right now, no. The hallway has one wall that's like catching on fire,
But so I'm.
and the body.
I mean, just is that going to set this whole place up on fire before we want it to?
Roll a demolitions check. It will probably ignite, and the sprinklers are probably about to go off. So probably
Okay.
not, but probably you're gonna get rained on in a second.
But it's not like because we still have deeper to go. I don't want the whole place to be destroyed until we're on our way out. I was thinking about grabbing a fire extinguisher, but if the sprinklers should put that out,
The voices say rain is coming.
if the sprinkler system should take care of that for now, I will move into the after Elin.
Okay, so stop point for Lynch.
There's also. So I will move up after him. Can I see what's going on down that way?
Yeah. You see like crawling after this other guy who's abandoned his empty rifle and is like crawling away, trying to get up to his feet and run.
I probably can't reasonably hit him with my big weapon. Running after him, could I make it to him, or should I pull my sidearm and fire?
What's your speed? It'd be
Uh,
movement under secondary attributes.
Move is 7.
No, because he's got a move of 5, and you had to get up to it, so you wouldn't be able to get behind him. And then if you don't have quick draw, then it's an action to draw the pistol. Oh no, did you already have it out? You already had it out.
I had it out, but then I did go back to the flamethrower. I guess I see that. I see the pistol on a holster, but the flamethrower is just kind of on a shoulder strap supporting it.
Yeah. Well, you do see Agent Lynch is in front of you, and he's got a clear shot on the guy since MM's on the ground.
I'll probably just double move, but keep to the side of a wall.
Okay.
So I don't get shot in the back.
Okay. Then Agent Lynch.
Agent Lynch will simply take his movement walking past MM and then to close behind the agent, or the soldier, and will the guard and shoot him.
Agent Lynch's movement speed is slow as smooth and smooth as fast.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make your shot. And this would be,
Okay.
he's been attacked so far just the one time, I think. So,
I feel like every time I describe him as moving, like a Terminator, I feel like it's necessary to spend a style point. If I'm gonna have style, I gotta show style.
you a couple more rounds go into his body armor. He probably falls to the floor in front of that as well, but he is still up, with having just taken a big bloody wound on his shoulder from that pickaxe, but that's it.
I'm just still slowly following. I'm gonna get this guy.
May.
May is going to.
Oh, sorry.
go for-
The sprinklers at this point, top of the round. I'll discharge.
May is going to go towards her friend that was hurt as she sings "Rain, Rain, Go Away" in quietly. And do I see the person running away?
He's at the end of the hallway, but everybody's between you and him.
That never affected a good harm spell. But my friend is on the ground, and instead I'm going to reach down, and is he completely covered? with like armor and metal.
He's got the same type of vest that you are wearing.
Okay, could I like slip a finger to touch his hand? Like he's like wearing gloves or something.
You mean physically touch him?
Physically touch him.
I mean,
I guess I don't think I have.
Oh, you're talking about MM14. I thought you were talking about the bad guy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
To
no.
be-
MM14.
to be fair, I have probably like 25 bullet holes throughout me.
That's true.
Just
I don't
throwing
think
that out there.
You're Mac
So
dumped
my
twice.
spell says the caster must lay hands on the wounded person. So I'm wondering if I could just lay my hands like on their clothes, if that's sufficient.
Do you want a ritual supernatural lord before you roll to see if you know the
Yeah,
difference?
yeah. I'm not sure. We'll go ahead and supernatural lore.
I mean, you can easily just poke me right in a bullet hole. There's many of them.
It's most effective by touching the person physically, but you know that if you touch them on like their equipment or armor too, it might
Okay.
achieve the same effect, but it's just not as strong a sympathetic link. if that
I'm
makes
going
sense.
to hold his hand and blow on the bullet wounds. Pain, go away, and blow on his ouchie to make it all better. And that is 6 lethal damage healed. Or 12 non-lethal.
Hold on, I'm looking at the wrong spell.
Did I send it to you?
You did,
Healing?
but I had it on the other one.
Heals 1 lethal, 2 non-lethal.
The thing that I don't like is that it is treated as having the lifesaver, so for that,
Okay.
I'm going to not have that because it's like double dipping, so it's 3 lethal.
Okay. Well, 3 lethal.
So
I can do it a second time at a disadvantage of minus 2.
Okay. So MM14, you feel some of these lead bullets kind of spit out of your body as it self-heals itself from the magic. And then this guy gets on his knees and turns to Agent Lynch, puts his hands together, is like, "Please don't kill me! I'll do anything!" And he will beg.
With renewed vigor, MM would get up and ask him a few questions.
Okay. That is enough to kill him. So, as Agent Lynch is, I'm sure, about to pop his head off, the side swipe from the pickaxe brains him.
Lynch just looks at him and just says, "Saves me the bullet."
Oh, that's cool. So that's a stat point.
Are you
The
all
fire
dead?
sprinklers are on, by the way.
Are you all better? I ask to Eminem. MM? You can nod yes or nod no.
MM looks over, and like uncinches the mask just a little bit as like blood that they've been spitting up under the mask just like kind of like dribbles down.
Oh dear. Can I? Are we out of turn initiative?
Yeah,
Can
we're
I,
out of turn order.
can
but
I do
you're all being rained
another?
down.
Can I do another ritual magic to make him better? And this one I don't get my bonus for. Is how that works.
Yeah, it would be at
least
-2.
So it's a 0 essentially.
I should turn off your whispering.
Yeah, the voices keep talking, so that would be
That's one more point.
one more lethal. Yeah.
Lynch is going to reload his pistol, and then if there are any more doors in this hallway, he'll begin walking towards them.
Okay. In the building, there is an office, a break room, and a major vault. Those are the three, and bathrooms. So there's a woman's room, men's room, office, and a break room and vault.
Hmm.
The vault is a big
Lynch?
circular barred door. It's very much a bank vault.
I think Lynch would make his way towards the office, but he would also likely tell because Phoenix is the one who's on him right now. He would ask, or he would tell Phoenix to work on that vault.
His eyes would light up, and I would move over to the vault, pull out some C4.
Okay. I can roll a demolitions check.
This is not incendiary, so I won't get my specialization in that. Regular demolitions is up here. I will put one style point into this, though. So let's do 1 and...
Okay.
Wow!
So you are still working on the demolitions, or do you want to just set them off?
No, I'll still keep working on it.
Okay. So Agent Lynch, you're doing a sweep of the other rooms?
I'm checking the office. I'm checking the office for people, computers.
Okay. There is a couple different workstations, and then in the office there is another office where like the boss would be. There is a computer in there as well, and that one's the room with the window. If you go in there, please roll a perception check.
Sure. And I think he would go to the boss room.
Okay. Being by the window, you hear the sound of sirens.
Could I make a perception check to notice whether or not the water from the sprinklers are actually pooling up or not?
Yep, roll perception. And roll 2 more dice for something.
Okay. Because, like, I have a sense for certain things, so I'm just, 2 more dice, right? Not emote stuff. Roll 2d2.
Okay, so that's a free extra success. So you have a total of 5 successes. So you can tell that the water is pooling like it normally would. It's like kind of flooding and running towards the nearest exit crack or crevice that it can seep into. However, being who you are, your innate attunement to the earth, you can tell that there are a tunnel or passageway, some sort of space below the vault.
Okay. He would start heading towards where, like, he senses, like, there would be, like, a void underneath, and he's going to start digging down with his pickaxe.
Okay. So a couple slams and you break the tile, and there's like cement underneath, and have to kind of try to dig through that. This is very loud in Phoenix as you're trying to work on the demolitions charge. You can tell a little bit behind you. Your accomplice is working on the subfloor.
Is there any ley lines here?
You can roll ritual magic.
Ritual magic.
You are aware that there are not a ley line here. There's not.
Very odd. Usually occultists choose them. Not very good at
Okay, so the sirens are approaching. What do you all wish to do?
Lynch is sitting down at the seat of the computer and is going to log into it, or go into it if it's open and can be turned on.
It is activated. However, it is needed. It has password protected.
he will try and crack it.
Okay, that'll be a computers check, please. You easily hack it. It is the password's like non-bread 077 or something.
His password was password.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, something like that.
It was actually password 54321.
But yeah, you log
He
in.
tried changing it. He logs in. If under the files on the computer, he begins looking for any information about the business itself, and then secondary any camera footage.
Okay. Roll an investigation with synergy with computers.
Okay, I don't have investigation.
I legit hear the sirens. You're running out of time.
Oh, dude,
Wow, my microphone is so good that is blocks away.
That's so funny. Okay, so you make that roll. In the hallway, Phoenix, are you wanting to do the demolitions on the door, or you
Yeah, I'm gonna fix my mistake.
Real quick, what should I add if I don't have any points in investigation?
Just roll computers again for me.
I want to put another style point in here because I made some mistakes.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. You feel much more confident that that demolition charge will be able to blow open the vault door.
Back away to a safe distance, assuming no one else is in the blast radius.
Right behind you is MM14, who I was going to also have roll an athletics check, I think, to be excavating down through the initial concrete.
Would I get synergy off of melee since I'm using my pickaxe?
Yeah, actually, what is your pickaxe weapon? 3? Go ahead and add 3 to athletics.
Okay. Did I cancel it on accident? I think I did. There we go. Sorry.
Okay. So 3, not great. The concrete's proving a little bit more difficult, and then when Phoenix finishes his detonite, he looks back over, and you're just cracking through the concrete now, not really being able to get down to the smooth earth. Phoenix, what do you tell MM?
Fire in the hole.
Okay. May, what are you doing in this time, actually, also?
I made an elemental protection umbrella.
Okay, and the element you're trying to protect from is water?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Did you roll for that already, or no?
No, I texted you in the messenger,
Oh.
and you never
okay.
did anything. But I figured.
Yeah, you can roll
yeah.
the ritual magic, but in the
That's so awful. Gosh.
it's not really great. You're soaked
Well,
still.
People have been doing things for 2 rounds, so I get a second.
Sure. Go ahead and rebuild the ritual again. Okay. Yeah, by that point, but you
Does
are.
it dry me off as I'm doing it?
Let's see. That would be. You can be like towel
Camp.
dry.
Cool.
But yeah, there's the you hear Phoenix shout fire in the hole just as the squad cars, aid car, fire truck, we all are pulling up outside.
Is Agent Lynch near the door, or is
He's
he
in
like
the office.
away?
I'm in the office, and I got a 3 on my second computers.
Yes. So as they're pulling up, you're able to find a file with basic information from the company. So there's probably like timesheet information in there, maybe like sales figures and stuff like that. Not basic company stuff. And then for a security camera, you do find that there's a security program with cameras. Yes.
Can I would like to, if possible, I can spend a style point for it, but can I put in like a USB drive and begin downloading information, including video from the cameras?
Okay, so direct USB download, you can initiate that. I won't make you spend a style point for that. MM14, you hear fire in the hole. What's your immediate reaction?
To try to duck out of the way.
Okay. Then you are clear just in time as there's an enormous boom and the vault door is blown in. Kind of like big chunk of it rolls away and there's enough room to go into the vault.
Now that's odd.
Can I, with the waft of fresh air, could I try and maybe smell if there's like an easier path downward?
Yes. It's a perception. And then, yes. So you can tell through that opening past the delicious smell of the explosion. You can smell the scent of the freshly excavated earth from the inside, from a tunnel leading down from within the vault.
He would start heading in that direction.
Okay.
There's probably more cultists on the way.
Yeah, as you pass into the vault, you also smell plenty of gold. The aroma of wealth.
Smelling all the gold, like he might hesitate for just a moment to like look around to see if like the idol is just in plain sight, and then like, you know, probably know that it wouldn't be, right? And then just like keep treading along to the entrance.
Yep. Many gold bars, many lock boxes full of coin and jewelry, but there is a pretty obvious tunnel that's been made into the vault, and it's got a ladder leading down. So you are going in. I'm just going to use this. What does the others do?
I follow behind because I know that what we need is downstairs.
Okay. Phoenix and Lynch, what about you?
I'd glance to see what Lynn's doing before I make a decision.
Once everything's downloaded onto the USB, however long it takes, because he's staying for the download, Lynch would then delete everything from the computer.
Okay. How lucky do you feel?
How lucky do I feel?
I know there's no luck roll for this. How long do you want the download to take? I'll have you roll percentile dice, or with high being good, or you can spend. For what are you trying to get? All the security footage?
The security footage that has them on it.
Oh, so just like within the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, or like maybe within the last day, like the day of.
Mm-hmm. If it's just one day, and not like everything, you can spend one style point and just have it be really fast.
I assume we took out the cameras already.
I don't think anyone's done that.
Yeah, no one really specified, but I will spend the style point to have the download go fast and then delete everything.
Okay, so your whole action round turn, if this isn't a turn, is spent doing that, but you're getting to the completion of your work. Phoenix, where are you?
He hesitates for a moment with him still by the computer, but he can handle himself. My orders are to destroy this idol if it's not doesn't leave in the boss's hands. So I'll follow the others.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Outside, a team of SWAT officers hesitantly go in, considering it's still raining everywhere from the sprinklers, but they are now in the building. So Phoenix, are you going down the ladder as well?
Yeah. Do I see them? Do I know they're coming in at this point?
You can roll perception. I'll give you a +2 because they're right outside, so like the sirens and stuff you probably will hear. You know that there's sirens outside. You don't know that they've entered the building.
Before I go, I leave the detonator to the bomb right here with Lynch, and then continue into the basement.
Okay. So, as you are following after the others, Agent Lynch, your floppy disk thing is just about finished, and these guys are kind of like sweeping through, about to go into the hall where the burned guy is. You probably hear them like whisper reporting that they found one body of the burned guy.
Is the office
Lynch.
on the same side or on like the opposite side?
I imagine it's like a left-hand door in the hallway.
I sent you a message for what I'm getting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lynch is just waiting until everything's done. He will pocket, if the detonator was left with him, he will pocket the detonator. He'll also holster his pistol and maybe put his suit over it so it's concealed. But he's sticking to this deletion.
Do we have comms?
I don't think anyone set up comms.
Can I spend a style point to say that we have comms? I feel like it's necessity.
Like 100 pieces.
I'll say 2 style points because that's a bigger retcon considering the situation. Okay. You all happen to have your pieces. Yes. However, go ahead.
Lynch, I'm creating a door. Let me know when you're by probably the place where I'm making the door is safe, where he made a door. I'm going to make a different door. Somewhere where I can open and close.
Okay. So, Lynch, you are able to just extract your floppy disk, flash drive, right as you hear them in the hallway. So the hallway is shared between where the bad guys are, your office, and then like the room. So they would see you if you left the office at this point.
So was May asking me where I want a door to be made?
No, I asked if you were gonna come over to where we're at because I'm making a door.
Oh, Lynch would say, don't worry, I'm on my way. And I think, being a bold son of a bitch, Lynch would just straighten his jacket and walk out into the hallway to meet the SWAT soldiers. Like, he's walking with the confidence of, like, hey, I need to talk to you. He's walking with that demeanor. He's not walking threateningly. He's walking, we need to talk. You guys done fucked up.
Okay, so you're approaching them.
He is approaching them.
All right, as you exit out, roll a diplomacy check with a -4.
Okay. I'll put a style point in it to make it a -3.
Okay. Oh, that's just enough, I'm gonna say, for them to not immediately like riddle you with holes. So you step out. You don't say anything?
He says, he probably steps out and asks for their squad leader.
Okay.
If it helps, I mean, considering what he looks like, if it helps, he does fully just straight up look like
Yeah.
an FBI agent. Like, he looks like a Men in Black.
Okay. One of them shoots at you, but then immediately they're like, "Hold fire!" But I'm gonna have one shoot at you because they are seeing a burned body on the ground and entering a place with 2 dead bodies outside. So they are not in the talking like mood. So roll 1 defense.
Itchy trigger finger.
Okay. So a round snaps just past your head, and they're like, "Hold fire!" And then 2 of them rush towards you to try to like wrestle you onto the ground. Do you resist?
He does resist. He says he's still asking for their squad leader, and he's like, "You all fuck this up big time."
Okay. Roll brawl checks.
Sure. I mean, I don't have brawl, but I could roll strength or dexterity.
Yeah, roll strength. And then the other guy would just be helping, I suppose. So you are you're wrestled to the ground, and they're working on putting flex cuffs on you. Meanwhile, back in the basement, May, if you're preparing to cast a spell, there.
I would have already cast it because I can open the door as necessary. Him coming at
So the thing is, which door? Because there's no door over the ladder, and then the other door to the vault's been blown open.
Is there any sort of like paper that I can like put down?
Paper?
Like just anything that would work as a flat surface to kind of cover the space.
Ladder? You trying to like hide the ladder?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the best thing in there, because the vault, I imagine, has like shelves and safety deposit boxes and stuff, but probably the best thing would be MM's riot shield. That's, I think, the biggest flat type of thing I can think of. Though I'm definitely open to options.
Can I just get like, grab, like, is there some like, I don't know, a jacket or like any random thing I can just put over here?
Use a style point.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Wait, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, there's a gold laden painting that's big enough to just like put over the door or over the ladder.
Perfect.
Okay. And you can roll your ritual magic to close the portal.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. The painting is locked in place.
Oh, interesting.
So
do we hear what's going on Agent Lynch's side?
Agent Lynch.
In his comms?
The comm, is it just left open for that type of thing? I've never actually had one of those earpiece type of team things. I guess it must be.
I mean, if it's like a Bluetooth, it could just be open.
So yeah, You hear the rustle of
Like-
Agent Lynch being arrested.
We
If
might
you
want
look at
to
like Mission
be with our
Impossible.
swords.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
If you look at like Mission Impossible movies and things like that, they don't push a button or anything like that. It's just them talking and
That's
they're professional.
I think it depends on the setting. I think at this point, after he's been kidnapped and he has an earpiece in, I would like to mute myself and recommend the rest of the team does the same.
Okay. So Agent Lynch, you're kind of on the ground. This one guy is doing the classic knee on your back head, something like that. And the other three guys are sweeping the rest of the room. They are
Lynch.
ignoring what you're saying.
Lynch just says, "This is going to be a beautiful day when you wake up tomorrow morning and realize you are unemployed. I would recommend getting me your squad leader if you would like to keep your job."
Do you have an intimidation?
I'm not really trying to intimidate. I mean, I guess I could see intimidate, but this is more a scary diplomacy.
Okay, go ahead and roll diplomacy. Yeah, they seem to pretty much be 100% ignoring you.
Just bad rolls, man. I would tell him to look into my right coat pocket, pull out my wallet, see who I am. You'll see your fuck up.
Roll a diplomacy again, because that might tempt him.
Sure.
Okay, the guy who's got his like knee on your back, he starts to pat you down. He would find your pistol, so he would he'd disarm you, just toss it back into the jewelry room, and then he will find your ID.
I imagine with two ranks in Quantum Black, it is a very like FBI level ID. Like it says who he is without needing to say who he is. If he were to flash it, right?
Mm-hmm. One of them calls for like Sarge. These guys are in the middle of looking at the vault. Back in the bottom of the ladder, MM14B and Phoenix, you're both down there, and there's a tunnel leading like into the darkness. What do you do? May at this point is behind you because she cast the spell.
Moving forward, but it seems like getting to move forward. But if it seems like they know better where they're going, I might let them take the lead for direction. But you.
MM would continue down the hall, trying to kind of, block like fire from any enemy. Like, because it seems like it's a narrower hall. So he's trying to like meet shield between the other two and them, and like continue forward, kind of following his nose.
Okay. In the vault, the three of the SWAT are left alone. Agent Lynch, the SWAT that's like looked at your ID, kind of shouts for their boss or whatever, and you hear a gunshot coming from the vault. The two SWAT with you look up right away, and then one of them runs into the vault.
The Agent Lynch just looks at the one who's watching him, and he just says, Now, wouldn't it be rather unfortunate if someone like me was left unarmed and in cuffs while something like that is happening? And he's if he's still on the ground, obviously he's just looking, but if he was like dragged upwards, he's just staring into this dude's soul from behind his glasses.
Yeah. The one guy looks concernedly at the vault for a little bit. He's still like not sure what to do with you. He still has you prone and still doesn't respond. May, are you underneath the door or at the bottom of the ladder? Are you doing anything? You hear a gunshot from up there.
I'm curious, but no, I'm gonna follow them. It doesn't seem like Agent Lynch is gonna be following us anytime soon, so we have our things to do.
Okay, so you're going into the tunnel?
Yeah.
Okay. After a couple seconds, or almost it feels like a minute, he's going to get off of you, Agent Lynch, and kind of like, get up. And like move, pushing you towards the vault. Now that you're on your feet, do you want to try anything or no?
Lynch is just going to stand in place, turn around, look at him, and say, "The way I see things is we continue to this vault. I'm cuffed up, unarmed. Whatever that gunshot was, ends badly for all of us. Or, you uncuff me, you give me my firearm, and your dumbass keeps this job and your life for another day."
Roll diplomacy one more time.
Any pluses for him knowing who I am? Or at least seeing the ID? And him already, like, maybe being on edge?
I'll give you a +1.
I'll take it. 3.
He will kneel down, keeping his rifle trained on you, and pick up your pistol that he tossed away. Just like, you just move first.
Lynch is still going to stand there. He'll let him keep the pistol. He's not going to make a move for anything, but he will say, "At least the cuffs. They're dirtying the suit."
He will pull out his knife, reach out, keeping his rifle trained on you with the one hand and just using his left hand with the knife. He'll cut the cuffs.
He kind of rubs his wrist. "Now we can have a conversation." And he'll start walking towards the vault.
Okay. I would like to resolve the vault before we go into the tunnels, if that's cool with everybody.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, Agent Lynch leading the way with a rifleman behind you. You get up to the exploded in doorway of the vault, and you see one dead Sarge and 3 SWAT guys filling their pockets with coins and gold and jewelry.
He will walk in and say, "You gentlemen seem to find yourselves quite the opportunists. So do I." He looks down at the Sarge, says, "Now that he's no longer a problem, why don't we have a conversation?"
The guy behind you, you hear him start to run completely the other way.
He looks at the guards and says, very matter-of-factly, "You might want to deal with that." And he'll step out of the way.
To run just right past you after him. trying to cut him off before he gets to the exit.
He's going to walk up to this lone guard, who I imagine, is he still stuffing his pockets?
Yeah.
He walks up to him and just says, "What do you think about having this whole vault and more? Just for yourself.
Yeah, who the fuck are you anyway?
Someone who can make you richer than most."
Oh,
And he's just staring at him from behind the glasses.
all right, keep talking. We don't have much time. We got to take advantage while this is open.
How would you like your friend's cut as well? And he gestures toward the door that his two buddies just ran out of.
He nods. Behind his visor, he has dollar signs for eyes.
Lynch looks at him, says, "Good. Take all you want. I would recommend leaving the office side of the building. All I ask in return, you forget I was ever here."
He just nods.
And can I hear if the guards have ran to the main lobby now, the main jewelry store section?
You can gauge it just by the few seconds that have passed that they would just be passing the pillar right now.
He pulls out the detonator and detonates it.
The building rocks from a fiery explosion. And we are going to jump down into the tunnels. One second. So, with MM14B taking the lead, please roll a survival or perception. Let me see. If you have survival, roll survival.
Okay. Pew.
That's not a very good roll. Okay.
That's been the quote for this entire game.
Dude, seriously.
So
Yeah, I mean, you see average, and we have below average. Like,
Yeah.
I think my attack with the flamethrower was good, but other than that, it's just been.
this has been the no good rolls night.
Mhm.
So MM14, you are leading the way through these tunnels, but it's you don't seem to be making much progress in getting closer to where what May described as like the temple room. So as you kind of meander through the different tunnels and everything, you're getting whiffs of different scents, and it's kind of putting you off. It does not take that long before you feel like you just need to like reset your bearings and maybe even like backtrack to the entrance and recalculate. For May and Phoenix, it's pretty dark in here except for the glowing edge of Phoenix's flamethrower.
Have they been keeping up with me?
Have you been letting them? Or are you
Yeah.
just going?
Yeah. I'm definitely trying to not like get too far away from them.
Okay, then you're not separated.
MM will look back to the others for direction, essentially.
Can I point to the general direction that I sense the temple place?
I'm gonna have you re-roll ritual magic to try to re-sense where it is from where you're at after getting kind of lost around.
Yeah, sure. Let me just go to my ritual magic. Roll good, please. Hey! That was good.
That's a much better roll. So you begin to kind of direct, based off of the sense of where this gold idol is, as your magical GPS essentially kicks in and begins to take you back. You hear a voice come over the comm, though, probably as Agent Lynch. After the explosion, what do you do?
Agent Lynch, what do you say after the explosion?
The guy's like trying to get away now.
Agent Lynch is going to pocket like a necklace or something, just any random piece of gold. Does the sergeant have a pistol on him?
Yeah.
He will pick that up and just simply over the comm say, "You can open that door now."
I will go open the door for him.
Okay.
This is unfortunate. I don't think I can. Adrian, can I just stop this spell? Are we ruling this as a ritual where I can do one at a time, or this is one of those spells that I'm pretty sure I
think it says it lasts for an hour. The door one said it lasts for an hour, so that's
this is one of those spells that once the ritual is set, I don't have to. I can do a ritual, so I actually have to go open it for him. I can't stop it from here, so I'll go.
Okay, so on the way back to getting back to the center, basically, you go back and open the portal, the door thing. The painting lifts off the ground, and Agent Lynch can rejoin.
I'll just close the painting again since we're in here.
Okay, so you begin to make your way down with the 8 for guidance, basically, for making your way towards it. You take the shortest possible route towards the temple. In doing so, as you pass into one chamber, I will move you all over.
Does that also give me the magic signature of people who potentially are doing stuff? Nope.
Yes, you would get you'd get an aura of magical usage in this upcoming room, as well as the throne room. And then for MM14B, what was your specialty for perception?
Smell.
Okay, so roll perception check.
Okay. With smell?
Yes. Okay. You can smell a deep scent of like incense coming from the next room. The same room that, as you're approaching, May can sense a couple arcanists are inside.
I still have my right shield, right? I'll ready that as I go in.
Okay. Then I shall move you to the incense room. So, order of movement, I suppose MM14's first. Who's second? May, because you're leading, or Phoenix with the flamethrower?
I could go behind him next. MM.
So is it like so?
Yeah, I think Lynch would likely be following in the back since he was the last one to come down.
Okay, let's all just do initiative now. Make it easy.
Wait, that's not what I meant to roll. So, there we go. I almost rolled intelligence instead of initiative.
Okay. So coming into the room, MM14B, your sense are flooded with this thick incense that's perforated the entire room. It's almost as if there's no even vent for it to go anywhere. Please roll a body check for me.
Yeah, sure, just a sec. Beat.
Yeah. It is pungent in like too many perfumes, but you proceed in, and then with not being, you don't really see with the light, right? You see more with your scent.
Yeah.
So then next in coming in would be May, and I will have you also roll a body check as you enter in.
Body? Body. Oh, my body is awful. Can I use a style point?
Yeah, you can. You just have to say before you roll.
I would roll it with one style because my body is not exceedingly great.
Okay. Yeah, it's thick. If you've ever walked down a candle aisle in a store, it's too many candles. It's a lot.
So, yeah.
As you come in, also, is there any light? Is there any light in this room yet?
I would be following like right behind her, or
Okay.
like.
So as you go in, body please, and then with the light, perception.
Achoo!
Okay. It smells better than it did in prison. Perception, you can see there's a big tapestry kind of up on the wall of this golden depicted goddess.
Hindi? Well, Ali?
And
Of course,
then
may not know that in character.
for Agent Lynch, as you kind of come in, those who look with like the light, you can all see this statue now at this point. But Agent Lynch, body please. Okay. Probably a little bit of coughing, too thick, too much smoke, kind of the low light. And then at this point, we are in initiative. The room is circular with all of these incense things being just kind of put all over in alcoves and stuff. There's candles, so it's very low lit with some firelight, just kind of flickering shadows and stuff. And then on the opposite side, there is a closed wooden door to carry on the passageway. Agent Lynch, what would you do? What do you do?
So there's another way to keep going? Sorry,
Yes.
I
can.
was looking something up.
You can proceed through the room. It's big enough to where it would take basically your move action to cross the room. And then the wooden door on the other side is closed.
Okay. I would like to look around the room.
Okay.
And look for any evidence of cult activity or otherwise.
Okay. As you look, go ahead and roll perception with a penalty as the room begins to like swirl and your vision blurs.
All right. So what is my negative?
I am looking that up for, just give me 1 second because I moved my PDF. I think it's -4.
Oh, they're those kinds of incense.
All right, -4.
I was about to roll for that next round.
2.
Okay. You see that most of everything in here is not golden, except for the statue, which kind of like two images kind of blurring back and forth over each other as you see it might be moving, or maybe it's just this headache that you're getting is causing your vision to swirl. But there doesn't seem to be much gold apart from just like the urns or something maybe are made of gold, but no statues of the
He's
except for
just grabbing
this
his
one.
head and is just gonna make way to the next. The door is gonna try his best to walk to the next door to get out of this room.
Okay, so you can move over to the next stage, to the opposite side of the room. I will move you here for just keeping track of that. Phoenix, kind of as Agent Lynch walks past, you can see he's kind of like tipping over for a moment and then kind of righting himself, and then you kind of realize it might not be him, it might be your vision, as everything is beginning to kind of swirl around.
I'm surprised I'm going next. It looks like she has a 4.
Oh, I
But,
did not descend it properly. Sorry, it would be May next, and then Phoenix.
May would like to roll academics, Colts, or whatever to figure out what is with this room, the incense, like, is it a cult thing? Is it a herbal? I forget the term for it. My brain is tired. Thing of what is going on with this room, and yeah. What do I just roll? Academics?
Academics would be fine for this one.
Okay.
This is also as you're trying to piece this together, your vision is being like you're woozy as well.
Okay. As I'm doing that, can I redo element? Oh, actually, no. Hold on, I'm trying to find the right spell. I think resist is what it is. Arcane shield. Okay, this. Hold on. No, that's arcane shield. I want elemental protection. Can I do an elemental protection? I think it's I specify what I want to be protected against in this particular scenario. I want to be protected against airborne. There's a term for them, but my brain can't remember it.
Pathogens?
Not airborne pathogens. It's aerosols, from aerosols in the air that are contaminating the fresh oxygen.
Okay. So you want to begin to try to do a spell?
Yes, please. And I can send you elemental protection, but it's basically the same spell, but it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, what I was going to say previously, before you rolled the academics, but it didn't really matter that much, is being not infected, but a recipient of the hallucinogen, you do take a -4 to your rolls.
That's crappy. Okay.
So go ahead.
It would be a -2 because of
Your grimoire.
bonus. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's a +2. We +2. Oh, that's not a minus. This is that one.
Okay. You begin the ritual to try to cleanse the air for yourself. You do not have enough successes to actually send off the spell, but if you wanted to keep building the ritual, you could.
I'll keep building.
So,
yeah.
What does this look like? As are you chanting? What language? And
Probably Latin is what I would imagine. I can actually go into my other
that's cool.
person's
Okay.
thing and
So-
see which it would.
So Agent Lynch is kind of pushing his way just through the cloud of smoke to the other side where the door is. You begin to chant from your side of the room where you just entered from.
It's probably Welsh, is what I'm chanting in.
MM14B, roll a quick perception check.
Okay. Do I get my +4?
Would be more for visual.
Vision. Okay.
It's pretty specific.
Nope.
So that's you don't. It's too light in here basically with stuff. But with your previous perception, you are aware of movement as the statue begins to kind of like sway and move with its forearms, kind of like in a dance as it steps off of its pedestal and begins to twirl across the room through the smoke. And it approaches... Well, you're the first person, actually. It's either you or Lynch, because May is behind you. So it kind of twirls next to you, and with these two ritual daggers, and its would-be mesmerizing dance, except you are not able to even see it. Roll one defense roll, and then one defense roll with a -2.
Okay. Do I get my shield?
Yes, you may use the shield.
Excellent. And then another one.
Okay. There's ching ching as your shield kind of stands in the way for both of them. Phoenix, you see this, but it's again a blurry vision of this goddess statue with four arms kind of slicing down at MM.
So I have a couple questions.
Mm-hmm.
One, is this potentially... This is a statue. Is this the statue we're supposed to recover or destroy, potentially? Or is it like, this thing's huge, or is it like... Are we looking for something like small?
This is roughly human-shaped. Whether it's the statue or the idol that you're looking for or not, it looks like a statue. Whether it's the idol, you're not sure. You can try to roll a check, but I think that would be supernatural lore.
Which is not my forte.
If you ask out loud, I would say you can burn this thing. If you ask.
He might ask himself out loud. Like, is this what we're looking for?
Nope.
But since using a flamethrower creates lots of smoke, and under my token, you see the token kind of has like a gas mask to filter out smoke. Could I spend style points that he might have something that would, because you're burning things, that smoke is a natural consequence?
Sure. So you basically retcon to say that you're wearing the gas mask on your token and that it might help with your body roll?
Yeah.
Yes, you may spend a style point and re-roll your body check. And then with the gas mask, that would be actually, I think, a +4 to filter out this hallucinogen.
Come on. Why is this? There we go. Now the token's gone. Okay, the re-rolling body. +4.
Okay. So, where at first you were seeing this goddess statue, you can now see through the smoke is just a pair of twin ninjas, which are clad in gold, almost like priestess robes, but it's all made out of gold and everything. And between the incense and the magic and their movements of being kind of twins moving together, they look like this.
Looks like the forearms of creating the illusion of the four-armed goddess. Okay, that's kind of cool. Well, he's kind of colorful and not very eloquent, but he would say, "Fuck you, but fuck your mother and fuck your cow." and try to blast one of them.
Okay. Do you try to reposition yourself in the room at all, or just
Yeah.
immolate MM as well?
Well, he was lost in the maze, so he was letting the others lead in because they knew where they were going. But now that he's in the room, he would push past the crazy librarian and try to. Because clearly not a combat character, although and yeah, try to get a better position to emulate one of these
Okay.
two ninjas.
Okay. I will roll 2 defenses because they're basically working on the same token.
Oh, not a great roll, but oh well.
Okay.
They move well.
So they both kind of dodge and drop low, very lithe and athletic, as the napalm just sprays across and
one.
ignites.
Okay.
So it's
We'll get him next time.
So MM14B.
He screeches at the sudden flames by him, as you know that brightened the room up quite a bit. I would like to take a swing at the enemy in front of me. I'm pretty sure I'll be taking a penalty because of my flaw. Does like -4 seem right?
How bright is it in here? There's
Well,
candles and the big burst of flame.
Well, right, like that's sudden light, right? So
Yeah.
that would be pretty intense.
Okay. Then, yes, -4.
Okay, well then I will put 2 style points into this. To make that -2.
Ooh. So, you swing kind of not the best swing ever. It's pretty
Right,
basic
it's
and
really blind.
could predict it, but this ninja priestess was already like doing fancy dance maneuvers to dodge the napalm and kind of got in the direct way of your pickaxe, and you almost impale her in the abdomen, and she lets out a shriek and a wail, which everybody, Agent Lynch, you hear this statue. It appears to you both like scream with a feminine voice, but she frees herself from your pickaxe and is still alive, but now her golden waistband is stained with crimson blood. Would you like to move at all, or just remain?
Is there any way that I could sacrifice my movement to maybe like swing again?
That would be a total attack.
Yeah, that's
which
fair.
would be
Yeah,
minus
I don't have
4s.
that.
I could say you can sacrifice your movement to have done a total attack and roll 2 more dice.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so that was an extra point of damage you deal to her. A little bit more blood and a little bit of a bigger wound.
Right.
Okay. Agent Lynch.
Lynch is just going to push himself through the door if it's openable.
It is closed. If you wish to open it, you may do so. You just have to unlatch things.
Yeah, he's bringing himself through the door.
Okay, so you push your way out into the next chamber, which this one is lit with gold torches every like 20 feet or something. And it's a kind of a straight line up to what ahead you see steps leading up. No doorway, just steps leading up into a golden light.
He
probably-
takes Sorry to cut you off there. I was just gonna say he's taking enough steps forward to get out of the incense. He wants to breathe.
Okay. Here it smells like smoke, but almost more like tiki torch smoke, like the butane fire, as opposed to that is just like scented incense, something funky with it. So as you get into this room, it's like about 4 movements. So if you
he's
you
not
open...
moving far.
Okay. So anything else? Just open and kind of step into the corridor.
Open, step into corridor to get out of the incense, and kind of just put his back up against the wall and look back into the incense room to see if maybe his head defogs. Now that he's in a bit more air.
It does not. You still see the dancing statue.
He's not in any immediate danger, so Lynch is just gonna stay there trying to clear his head and checking his pockets to make sure that he still has whatever gold he took up from upstairs.
Oh, that reminds me. Agent Lynch and May Glanville, please both roll sanity checks.
Ooh, okay.
Lovely. Sanity. The voices start talking very loudly.
So, using the proper sanity strength for attack, I'd say watching an alien creature rip itself out of a fiend's chest, that's a horror rating of 7. That's, I don't know, this is probably not that high. Encountering a grisly, unexpected corpse, as opposed to like a dancing statue. Maybe it is we'll say it's a
Worship
difficulty
Her Majesty.
of 5.
It is her
So
goddess.
Lynch lose 2 and May lose 4 sanity.
Ooh.
Crazy librarian.
Does that doesn't also decrease your rating, right? It just decreases what your current sanity is at.
Yeah, it's your current sanity. I like to have a skill that's for sanity, and then also a total sanity title on the top of the character sheet.
I have that. I just wanted to double check that it doesn't decrease your rating and just your current sanity.
Yeah, current sanity.
What color shall we make sanity?
Blue.
Okay.
So the other two do not see this, quote, goddess, unquote. They see the actual ninjas, so you do not have to roll. But that was Agent Lynch's turn. May Glanville, it is your turn. As this wild adventure that Quantum Black so successfully promised to you, to see the supernatural.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I want to continue my spell that I'm doing. I was in the middle of a ritual. And can I include in the ritual to, like, clear my mind? I don't know that.
That would be a medicine.
I think I do have a 5 in medicine. If it works as a bonus to my ritual.
As it is, you're at the first 4 successes of the ritual. There's 3 difficulties. You have 1 banked, and then you're at a -4 for actually -2 because of your grimoire bonus.
Does my medicine having a 5 give me a bonus for this?
This is, you want to continue the spell, don't you?
Yeah. No? Okay. I'll take that as a no.
Okay, so that is minus the 3 requirement. So that's, you had 1 from before, and then now plus 3 more. So you're basically at 4 out of 5 for the spell to go off. Do you wish to move or maintain?
I wish to back up slightly.
Okay. These 2 creatures, the 2 ninjas, I'll put them in front. They kind of dance and spin towards Phoenix next, and they will try to slash and stab you. So roll defense, please.
Twice or once?
The first one with no penalty. The second one with a -2. Okay, so they slash through almost one of the weak spots, maybe the neck even, and you take 3 points of damage from the second dagger.
Let me get into hit points. So 3 lethal. Okay.
Then Phoenix, it's your go after that.
I guess I haven't asked. This thing doesn't have penalties for. Oh, it's gonna have less penalties than the pistol anyway. So we're gonna take the one that's not stabbed, with not bleeding, and try to turn them into a barbecue.
Okay.
We will put 2 half my style points in, and burn, baby, burn.
This is the secondary one, right?
The one that's not injured already.
Okay. So she is covered with napalm, and she lets out a horrifying screech and scream as she is lit on fire, as well as the burning napalm itself. She is still alive, but now on fire and screaming.
I don't believe I have any other actions other than move, and I'm not moving anywhere.
Okay. MM.
The nearest one to MM, he is going to try to swing at again. Any penalties?
I'm sorry, I was reading something. I think I miscalculated on Becca's spell. Sorry, go ahead. Though, what was your question?
Any penalties?
For attacking?
Yeah. I think one of them's on fire.
If you wanted to attack that one that's on fire, she's very much distracted.
Okay.
That's this one.
Okay. 3.
That is 2 more damage. She is on death's door, but not
Now,
dead.
I have a question. So like I've like pierced into her, right? With my pickaxe.
Yes.
Could I try and like attempt like a brawl to like pull her to the ground?
Yes. Go ahead and roll a brawl check.
Would I get synergy from my melee?
You might have to roll as a melee check if you're using a weapon. Just roll whichever is higher.
They're the same.
Okay, then roll melee, because if you're using the weapon, it would be with that.
Okay, fair. Why did I literally just had, okay, there it is. I just realized that I had messed up there. There we go.
Okay, that is enough to kind of like yank her to the ground, and then with the difference, I don't know if that's supposed to be dealing damage or non-lethal damage, but that would be enough to kill her. She had 1 hit point left.
Okay.
So you like hook her and yank her, spilling her guts onto the floor. She stops screaming and continues burning. So I need to amend the last turn for May, because she actually would have passed on that turn with her roll. So my apologies. So your spell does go off and then begins to like I don't know, like, shoot out from your grimoire and cleanse the air around, so all of the incense is doused and the smoke is pushed away.
I stop sneezing.
Indeed. And that is a new round, because I think still backing up and doing that for your action, that was still your turn, but the success was
Yeah,
fine.
no, it's fine.
So-
It would have succeeded on the second turn, not the first one anyway, so I would have had to roll that turn
Yeah.
anyway.
So
I personally think it would have been really funny that when the spell activated, it was like one last sneeze and it blew the air away from her.
so Agent Lynch, top of the round.
All right. So is the incense blown out? How am I doing?
The incense is out, but your vision is still you've been affected by it, so you would need to have that treated.
Got it. Lynch, kind of sick of this. He's just gonna turn around, and as risky as it may be, it is worth it for him. He's tired of this. He's just gonna take a pot shot at the statue.
Okay.
Or the one that he sees.
For you still being influenced by that, it would be the statue. Though it looks weird now because it's like half the statue.
Are there any penalties to being under effect by this?
It's supposed to be a -4.
Okay.
If you
So
total attack, you can get a +3, or sorry, a +2. I think total attack with semi-auto is +2. So you could do that.
I don't think he would. I think he would just turn and just take a wild shot.
Okay. Ooh, and you almost hit her. She ducks just in time.
And then he just takes a couple more steps back, just shrugging his head, trying to shake this off.
Okay. Mary.
Mary, is she still under the effects of whatever the heck it is after she cleared the air?
Yes.
Can I want to test something. There's a golden statue that's moving around. I wonder if harm or anything to it. I in character know it would, but she's testing this to see like
Okay.
this what I'm seeing actually a god, because if it is, they're not going to be affected by this.
Okay.
If they're fine, then I'm seeing the real thing. If they're not, then it was smoke and mirrors. Oh crud, I forgot to do that at a penalty.
Just it'd be a -2.
Yeah, -2. Sorry.
Just reroll.
I'm gonna reroll, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, it's not.
It meets.
Just barely touches her. On the surface, she doesn't let out any visual sign that it worked.
Okay.
However,
Mary's thinking maybe it really is a god. Sorry.
this
That's bowing down, listening it.
let's see, who does she want to attack? The mole man just killed her friend, but he's got that giant shield. She's gonna jump on the mole man and try to stab her dagger, a single dagger this time because her sister's dead.
Do I get the 2 from the shield, or is she like on my shield, like reaching over it?
She's trying to reach over it, but you technically still get the bonus because it's just defense versus. She didn't do anything to overcome it, except there's no way she can get past you. Okay, Phoenix.
Honestly, at this point, I still think I still need the human shield, or maybe inhuman shield. So blasting them both in a fiery blast may not be the smartest thing. We're gonna over and grab this lady from behind. Is there anything I can use as a garrote? A garrote to just like, or just grab her by the neck?
Probably just grabbing her would be the.
So he'll
Let me
let the just thing fall on the weight of the shoulder straps and go over and just try to grab her with both hands and start grabbing her neck and start choking her.
Okay. So go ahead and make a brawl check. I think she's only been attacked once. Oh wait, no, that should have been a -4 because of the harms. So it would have been minus -2, so 1 defense. So you do 1 damage to her. Which is not enough to kill her. So, but you do have her brawled. She's like grappled.
Might say, where's the idle bits?
Roll intimidation. Do you have intimidation?
Yes.
Roll intimidation.
I have a very low charisma,
With,
but he
+2.
wanted to be intimidating, so I think I put like 3 ranks in intimidating.
Well, you can have a +2 because you've got her choked.
What's it? Did I do this right? Okay, yeah. 3 ranks +1, so +2. The only charisma skill he is halfway decent at.
I will never say. She struggles. MM.
So I kind of imagine at this point, like, he still, like, has, like, the pickaxe, like, stuck in her friend. So he, like, is just gonna let go of the handle and, like, reach over and grab her head and try and twist it.
Okay. She has a penalty for defense because she's restrained. So she's been attacked 3 turns and then also is restrained. So she actually cannot roll a defense.
Oh, okay.
8 minus 8. I think that's how it would be, which means that's 6 straight damage, which would pop her head.
Up goes the weasel.
She is dead.
Can I hold on to the head?
You may, if it's still like in one piece, like, how did you crush it? Like Game of Thrones squish, or?
Like her head?
Yeah.
Well, I imagine he probably has really big, like, honking hands. So yeah, he probably just crushed her head like a grape, and then, like, you know, wiped the blood on his, like, you know, front of his, like, flak armor, and then, like, grabbed the pickaxe and unlodged it with his foot, you know, like.
I thought about taking it into the next room and throwing it at the feet of the big bad, but if it's not in any decent shape,
This one's
Yeah,
fine.
Might
So-
take some work to remove it. Don't think he has a bladed weapon.
Okay, so out of initiative, May, did you want to try anything?
I wanted to know if he could. It says the ritual heals injuries and hitting wounds, racing traumas. Could I try to heal, to try to like cleanse whatever condition I'm under?
With the medicine or the magic?
Maybe a mixture of both. I'll roll medicine with maybe a bonus
With synergy?
magic.
Sure.
Yeah. medicine with a bonus or magic, or magic.
Medicine primary, I think. 'Cause
Okay.
I imagine you've got like smelling salts or something.
Do
Are you wanting to try to do it for Lynch too?
well, I'm gonna start it on myself and after. But
Okay.
yeah. Do I just roll it flat because of modifiers? Gosh, that's a sucky modifier. Or do I roll it with a -2?
It would be because you're under the influence still.
Correct.
Does anyone else have medicine?
Mm,
You could, if you use your 2 style points, you would roll it as a flat check.
that's what I was gonna do. What just happened? Yeah. Yeah. I'll roll it as a flat check. And there's a
Okay.
3.
That's enough.
Yay! Okay,
So
now
you're-
I can do it for Lynch with a bonus.
Your vision returns to normal, and you see that there's just the 2 bodies on the floor. One's
Uh,
head is popped off. I'm tempted to make you roll a sanity check.
I do want to pocket some of this incense to study it later. As a side note.
Okay.
And then
Agent Lynch, do you let her work on you too?
I think he would.
Okay.
I start moving towards the door, complaining how the bitch cut me.
I roll for that with you. Where did she cut you?
We'll probably show you the bleeding or arm or something level. I don't know where she actually got me in game, but
I say pain, go away, and I blow on your ouchie. Can I do that for
Yes, and I will give a style point for your.
As Lynch's head comes back to himself, he responds to Fenix with basically like, "You'll get over it."
what? No, what? No soft kitty.
Okay. So, you wish to proceed up the hall?
I think that's where we need to go.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Did I heal any or not? I'm aware.
for May, she
Okay.
cleared out the toxins effects. If you wanted to do any healing checks, let me know before you go into the next room.
But,
I did one for Phoenix. Did somebody else need some?
I didn't see that because it was medicine, and ritual magic, not ritual medicine. So it'd be three health.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that completely cut. Like, wow, what? He's confused, but then continues on. Not sure what happened.
Okay. So it's a span of 4 movements down this hallway. Up ahead, you see the golden light of the throne room. And as you approach, everybody roll perceptions, please.
I would love to roll a perception without any disadvantages.
Do I get a bonus for having done the spells that I did previously, Adrian?
No, this is a perception for something else.
Okay.
Just visual, correct?
More audio, actually.
Okay.
I don't think this character has ever seen magic before, so he does not know what to make of this crazy librarian, but he just magically healed the cut.
You want to roll?
Honestly, he probably has no idea why I'm even if he magic is.
if you've never seen magic before, then roll sanity. Okay. Lose 1 sanity.
Sorry.
So, you hear the sound Primarily it's MM, but with all the twos, by the time you're getting closer, if MM warns you about halfway, there's a sound of chanting up ahead.
I did get a 4 on my perception.
I didn't scroll up high enough. You hear the sound of chanting pretty much as soon as your head's cleared. That up ahead. There's people in the throne room.
Maximum sanity is what you roll, right? So if my sanity is charisma of 1 and will of 3, it's total of 4.
Yes. So you have a sanity of 4, and then you also have sanity hit points. And if you lose one, then your sanity score is still 4, but your sanity hit points are now like 3.
3 or 4. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
I think hearing the chanting, Lynch turns back to Phoenix and just says, "How do you feel about lighting a torch?"
Just the torch?
Maybe something bigger than a torch. Why don't you lead the way on this one?
What do I have in the explosives kit? In the explosives provided by Quantum Black?
I think you had the C4, the fire bomb, your flamethrower.
This is prime real estate for a grid.
I think I did say there were there was a grenade or two. The May, since you can hear it now, roll a supernatural lore check. Sorry, no, a ritual magic check.
I was hoping you'd say I get to roll.
I also think closer to the throne room and hearing chanting, for the first time, Agent Lynch, he'll put away this new pistol he picked up, and he'll pull off from his back his FNP90 that he's been carrying with him.
Nice.
It's just like I'd like to imagine like the stock is folded up, so he reaches into like a suit pocket and just pulls out this folded submachine gun.
Yes, that's a style point. May, you can tell that the ritual is pretty much finished up in there.
Oh.
They're almost to the point where they're like clapping and cheering.
Can I start counter chanting?
You rolled enough to know what they were doing, so if you want to try to interrupt their spell, yeah.
Whatever you're gonna do it quick, like really quick. Yeah, I want to interrupt.
Okay. Roll another ritual magic, and I think this would be like off the cuff. You're not using your spell book.
No, yeah, I wasn't gonna add a bonus to this particular. Actually, I don't want whatever they're gonna do to happen, so I'm gonna style points.
I imagine that we're not in initiative right now, right?
No.
Knowing that MM probably took point with Phoenix, does Phoenix have like, grenades on his bandolier or whatnot?
Good question. I don't know entirely sure what was all in the demolitions kit they gave out.
We'll say you have 2 grenades. You had 2 C4, which you used on the door. You had the firebomb grenade, and then you have 2 regular fragmentation grenades.
Oh, they used all the C4? Oh, I mean, I was thinking, I don't know. Okay, I guess it was still necessary. No, okay.
If he has a grenade on his bandolier, MM's just gonna like tug one off and like pull the pin and throw it in the other room.
I was thinking about grabbing the other one.
You want to both just pull your pins as May begins to try to disrupt the ritual magically, and you want to do a little more physically?
Athletics, yes.
Yes, chug with an athletics roll. Also, there's 4 range movements. How far away are you standing when you're doing it?
Well,
That's
I
one
know.
Too many.
I know that me and Phoenix were at least in front of the group.
So is it like
Lynch
this?
Lynch is just a little bit behind Phoenix and MM because he was talking to Phoenix. And if they started, because originally I was imagining he was in front a little bit, but as they're talking and they start grabbing grenades, Lynch backs up.
Okay, so you're basically, if I go to the grenade rules, you are like 20 to 30 feet. That's 5 squares is 25 feet, so it would be a far challenge of 3. So you need to roll athletics to throw a grenade with a challenge of 3 to land in the throne room.
Alright,
Okay.
I'm throwing in 3 sale points. I have a question. Do we get synergy from demolitions?
That's a great question, and I think the answer should be yes.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh.
Let's
Plus 2.
So it's a +2 from demolitions. I'll probably put 1 style point in.
5.
So military grenades are 9L damage versus passive body armor and armor rating. The cultists do not have body armor, so it is their body rating. The 9L damage is versus their health.
And he is actively aiming towards the chanting. If I can like peg one in the back of the head, that would be great.
Yeah, there's a left and a right. So 3 is just enough, Phoenix. So, would you rather, wait, hold on 1 second. So, yeah, each of you can roll 9 dice.
Oh, 92.
Mm-hmm. And then evens are successes.
This doesn't let me do D2s.
Oh, just
1d4.
roll D6s or D whatever.
You can type in R/ or /R and then do 9d2.
Plus R 92. What the? That's not right.
/R space 9d2.
Oh, this it needs the slash. I think it didn't do the slash. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, both of you, your grenades explode. So the crowd is eviscerated by these 2 grenades. May,
Welcome to hell, motherfuckers.
for May, you can sense with your magic as you're trying to like counter it, the bundle and piles of gold all piled onto the throne is in the process of awakening. However, you have the chance to try to stop it. So you have a 6 successes for ritual magic.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wish to go into the room at this point?
I wish to, yes, prevent whatever was coming to go back to sleep.
Okay. So you kind of rush past and Phoenix and Agent Lynch as she's moving past you into the room following the explosion. What do you do?
Agent Lynch would be close behind.
Okay. So, and then and Phoenix, are you coming in too?
Yeah, he would get
Yes.
his hands on the gun and then follow.
Okay. Inside, the throne room is made up of all kinds of gold plated materials, benches, like pews, and artistry. Everything is made out of gold. There's body parts all over the ground from where the cultists were all blown apart. And you see the giant gold statue. I guess it would be, we'll have it just like this for now, but it's like laying down in the throne. and one of its hands twitches and like tries to lift up, but May is able to start this chant, and that kind of like brings the hand back down. What do you all do? Oh, sanity checks for everybody.
I continue chanting to make sure it goes to sleep. Go to sleep.
Okay. Lynch lose 2. May lose 3.
Wait, 3?
It's a difficulty 5 sanity.
Eek. So what do I do
And
if I
then-
only have 2?
Then the voices begin to overtake your head and tell you to make everything needs to stop. Everything needs to stop. Stop that monster. Stop everything. And I think you will attempt to try to cast, like, I don't know, a harm spell.
I was in middle of countering. Would I be able to like curl up into a ball and just keep saying what I was saying because it's doing?
Probably not, because it's a sanity thing. Let me come back to that. Did anyone else lose sanity? MM14 loses 4. Phoenix
That
loses
puts me
2.
at -1.
Okay, so we have a couple of
I'm fine
lost
still.
sanities. Okay, so you're still positive? How about
I'm still positivo.
I think that puts me at 0, not negative, but I think if it's a 5 and I lose 3, that would, I think, put me just at 0.
Okay. So for sanity loss, hold on, I'm looking at my cheat sheet. Your character is overwhelmed and becomes equivalent to unconscious due to the influx of massive horror. So there's no actual, like, thing? That seems weird.
I'm pretty
So-
sure that they revised that later, that there's like
There should
other
be,
possibilities.
because yeah, I am going to say that it definitely it does have more of an effect. So, Agent Lynch, you are not insane. MM14B, you are insane. Like, you've lost enough sanity to go negative. So, starting with MM14B, you are overwhelmed with the sudden drive and infinite purpose. The reason that you were sent here is to stop this thing. So you are going to try to fulfill that purpose at all costs. So becoming insane, and with that one goal in mind, you charge towards the gold statue.
Okay.
Phoenix, you're at 0. So
Yes.
you are going to just kind of like falter in your steps and not necessarily act this turn, but just kind of stare, struck by the fact that there's this big gold statue becoming alive. And same, I think, for May, since you're not negative. It's just kind of like, yeah, you kneel down into a ball and try to continue doing what you're doing. And then Agent Lynch, you do not have a lost action from insanity.
So, my question
I
is,
think I actually am at -1.
Are you?
I was at 2 before, so -3.
Okay. So then, yeah, you would roll a d4, I guess. So, Agent Lynch, what are you... That's Agent Lynch. What is Agent Lynch doing?
Agent Lynch is this gold actually here, or is it all this creature?
That's like in the throne room. There's a bunch of gold pieces everywhere, yeah. But
He's pocketing as much gold as he physically can and still be able to walk.
Okay. Roll an athletics. Or just straight strength.
I'll do straight strength. Can I put style points into this?
Sure.
Put 2.
Okay. May, why don't you roll for me a harm spell? Agent Lynch, why don't you roll a defense, which would be without the body armor.
Okay.
And then MM14, if you're getting up close to the thing, do you have any ways to try to explode it?
I wonder why I'm being attacked.
I currently do not have any explosives on me. Not being carried by me, at least.
Are you sure you don't have a bomb?
Not one being carried by me. Not on my person.
Do you have, okay. So, let me, let me pause this, because I am trying to make the insanity of this work, but I feel like it's really not going that well. So
what I think what MM would have done is in their like insane like purposeful rage, they would drop their pickaxe and their like their riot shield and just like at this thing, trying to attack it with like, you know, teeth and claw and like whatever, you know, like null and void to the physical repercussions of said actions.
Mm-hmm. So I didn't want to be unfair with like the rulings for sanity and stuff. I think Pi just found the options from Dark Designs, which I couldn't recall.
I did, which is why
yeah.
I was curious if you were using the berserk option versus me, which I had to defend myself. It's versus the thing that caused the sanity loss.
Yeah, I was thinking just like random attack at one of the 4 other things in this room. But that would basically be the berserk thing was fine. Yeah, I just don't want to like take away the authority of your characters from you guys, even though like going insane is part of it. I've never done it this way before, so
my thought is if Mary ever goes like fully insane like that, she would probably start tapping her shoes together and try to like there's no place like home back to her little library. But, you know.
So
it's up to you.
So if you think she'd try to blink away,
probably. She has no idea how to do that, so she's probably going to die in the process, but whatever.
Okay. I think for an 8 for a success, I think I don't think teleporting is that easy to do, so it would not. That would not be successful. But you can like just keep trying to do that. I guess that would be more true to your character. And then MM14, if reeing towards the monster and just trying to attack it and club it, just make a brawl attack. And then Agent Lynch, you're just carrying. You're not attacked by May after all, so you're just pocketing gold. And then
I rolled a 3 on strength.
Yeah, so you're able to get probably, I don't know, 3 gold bars. That's got to be something like $150,000 worth of gold.
He's pocketing what gold he can, and if nothing impedes him, he's just saying, Well, all about business. And he's leaving.
Phoenix, for you being at a 0 sanity, how do you feel like you would act?
I can see him being stunned and surprised of what that thing is, but he's here to destroy this thing. I mean that's his. I mean, even if it meant suicide bombing, he has a mission to accomplish. But and I don't know. I never knew exactly how many explosives I had, but he would
It-
would have always have left at least one explosive left for the idol.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So, MM14 is trying to break pieces of the thing off. And then May, you want to get out of there?
Up to you.
Okay. And Agent Lynch, you're gonna leave.
Agent Lynch, yeah, he's leaving he's moving quick. He is closing doors. And if he sees Phoenix going in for the big kaboom, he just simply says, "Send my regards to the devil. Tell him I'll be seeing him soon," and then turns and leaves.
Okay. This thing is beginning to wake up a little bit more. May, do you want to roll one more ritual magic? And then Phoenix, in this next round, do you want to go
Is
try?
that flat or is that with a bonus? Just the flat ritual?
Yeah, because you're casting in the moment, not from the spellbook.
Every single gun would have. Oh, I'm sorry. He's still doing her stuff.
So that I still would think that this is a difficulty 3 spell. So the first one is 5 successes, and then the second one would be 2 successes, which is 7. And we can just say that is enough to transport you randomly to somewhere else in the world. So you will vanish. And then Agent Lynch is moving away.
If he passes any of those open doors, he's like slamming them shut.
Hit Phoenix. You want to go put the bombs on the creature? On the idol?
Any gun typically has at least one reload, right?
Yes, I think you've got 2 reloads for your flamethrower, and you can basically have more C4. I just was thinking you used it on the door, but you can have more.
So the flamethrower apparently uses a tank that has 6 shots. So he is grabbing the reload tanks and a wad of C4, putting it on the tank and moving it as close enough where he can throw this at this thing.
Okay. So it will try to like sit up at this point. MM14B, if you're just trying to attack it again, you can roll the brawl check.
Okay. Weird. Now I'm attacking a gold statue. Am I like taking any damage from my like unrestrained like strength at the moment?
I wasn't gonna say so, but it looks like it's about to, like, once it's awakened, it's gonna try to like probably squish you with its big hand.
Fair enough. Awesome. Looking forward to it.
So, Phoenix, how far away are you?
Just in what I can reasonably throw this wad of C4 and flamethrower ammunition and just chuck it into there, underneath or near behind this giant monster.
Okay. So, yeah, you toss it. You have to roll an athletics check.
Athletics. Any demolition synergy still?
You can have synergy, yes, with demolitions.
I'm using my last point in there. So should be a 5.
Okay. So yeah, it all kind of just lands there at his feet, and then it would be its turn with kind of having enough movement. It's gonna try to grab MM14B. Do you want to roll a defense?
Sure. Beep. 5.
Roll 20 is not letting me spend my last point.
I can do it for you. Ooh. So it's still sluggish and slow and tries to claw at you, but it's not successful. Though you still have no sanity, so I need to look at the brochure thing and see for sanity attacks how to regain sanity damage. Because I think it takes like days, or maybe you can use a medicine check.
Should that have been more like passive, since like he has no self-regard? He's not trying to actively dodge it or anything either.
That'd still only be 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know, maybe you can roll another sanity check to see if you can come back to your senses.
Okay.
Becca, do you have a globe handy? Or random country generator?
I can find one.
I think for MM14, I don't think that you'd be able to get a sanity back with just a 2. Maybe you go back to 0. How about that?
Okay.
And then Phoenix.
He's gonna get to the door where he can still see what's going on and say, "Hello, the man in red sent ya." Boom.
Okay. If you detonate the bomb, I suppose it doesn't matter for MM14.
So I end up in Samoa, American Samoa, on an island.
So may you teleport into American Samoa.
Yeah.
You know, it would be really funny.
The boom from that bomb is a little bit bigger than you expected.
Yeah. So we'll deal with this idol as the C4, the flame canisters, and a little bit of something else.
Oh, it's something
Boom.
you have too. I mean, I may be blown it up with this explosion too. That's fine.
There is
I fully expected this could be a suicide mission.
There's a massive explosion, rocks and demolishes this underground temple. For Agent Lynch and Phoenix, as you both are you Agent Lynch? Are you walking coolly at this point?
No. Oh no, he has no one to impress. He's broken the facade and has been sprinting.
Okay. Athletics. Let's see. If you do not have athletics, you can just roll. Let's just do body because it's like conditioning to run.
Okay, sure.
So
I'll put my style point into this.
And then Phoenix also roll body.
Yeah,
Okay.
movement of 5. He's just while all this is going on, he's been sprinting.
This juggernaut flamethrower guy passes you though. As you get up to the surface.
Oh, I'm watching the explosion. I mean, after the explosion goes off, I'll run. But I'm watching the explosion from the door, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna go. Oh,
Okay.
my computer just.
So
Hello?
yeah, I'm here. We can hear you. So in this end of the temple, MM14, what's the last thing that we see of you? And this explosion.
Essentially him like reeing the entire time. Like I kind of imagine that like the swipe of the hand earlier kind of like grappled him and he's like in the arm like gnawing at the freaking hand, you know, like blood coming from his teeth before the bomb goes off, which then causes another bomb to go off,
Which vaporizes the idol. Rest in peace,
Now.
MM14B. If you're watching the explosion, Phoenix, then the cavern is underground and the whole thing is like buckling and not then starting to fall down and stuff. Agent Lynch has the head start, so he's able to make it through the tunnels a little bit faster. But actually, that's also a good point, as he was closing the doors.
My computer restarted, but I pulled up my
Okay.
phone. But
Okay.
he just, he'll see the bang, and then he'll make a run for it.
I think we see the jewelry store kind of like collapsing from like the aerial shot of the city. The only known the only confirmed fatality was the experiment. However, Agent Lynch and Phoenix, we don't see if they get out or not. The camera would zoom out all the way up into the sky, into outer space, whereas if it's from a satellite imaging, it kind of like rotates the Earth around until you get to the tropics and kind of zooms back into some beach in America Samoa, where May just looks like she just washed up on a beach, but she's just kind of like laying there in the sand with her eyes open. And you just hear voices swirling all around. And that is the end of our story tonight.
Woohoo!
So thank you all for playing. Thank you for staying late. This is much longer than I meant for it to be. I will see you all in the next game. Have a good night.
Good night.